Jessie here. Today I'm back out in the fabulous Mojave Preserve, which is this huge patch of empty desert just south of Vegas. And nobody really ever goes there to poke around because there's so many other noteworthy things in the area and everyone's too busy going to the Grand Canyon or Death Valley, Red Rock, Valley Fire. Nobody wants to mess around with the Mojave Preserve. Well, I'm here to tell you the Mojave Preserve has some of the most amazing stuff that I've ever seen, including this abandoned mill. Oh my God, I can't believe I've never been here. I think somebody told me about this place once before and I just never got around to coming to check it out. But a new friend that I just met brought me out here today and it is out of control. All these buildings are empty or abandoned. There's no trespassing signs. There's no lock on the gate. The road just leads right up to it. So let's go check it out. Wow. I feel like a kid on Christmas. This building is gonna be amazing. It looks like it goes from the actual pit up there and then they would send all the ore or whatever they were mining into this processing facility. Wow, gee. This is unfreaking believable. Holy cow. I feel like I'm at Chernobyl or something. Yikes. Man. Ooh, there's a bunch of bees swarming around there. I think there's a beehive. I better be careful. Not go that way. Stay away from the bees. Bees, I don't mean you any harm. You just stay over there because they might be Africanized bees, you know what I mean? It's not just rattlesnakes you got to be careful for anymore. Wow, look inside this building. This is out of control, amazing. All right, well, I want to go up those stairs, but there's all those bees right there. So what I'll do is I'll go up these stairs instead. Wow, I mean, this mine doesn't, or mill doesn't look like it's that old. I don't know. I mean, it's not in that bad of condition, right? It's water tanks or whatever they are, they're still solid. Huh. A lot of this stuff looks familiar to me from my exploring around the old cement factory that I like. I have a video, if you look in my videos, there's one called Abandoned Cement Factory. And it has a very similar thing like this, but at the cement factory there's big bolts sticking out each one of those holes. So like nipples, sort of like, well, actually there's bolts sticking out of some of these holes too. Huh, I don't know, so it's some kind of crusher. All right, look, there's a lot to look at in here and I don't want to be here all day, so let's be methodical and go this way first, okay? We're gonna go up, finish going up these stairs. Okay, now we're on the very top catwalk, overlooking this main room. Oh man, I can't wait to get past those bees into that room. Bet there's something good in there. It looks like Mr. Burns' office at the power plant on The Simpsons. Old door, old toxic sludge barrels, the usual. Wow, the light in here is just beautiful. It's, you know, harsh midday lighting outside, but beautiful filtered light in here. What a great place to do photos. Oh wow, look at this. Yuck, what is that? It's some kind of industrial grease, like a big block of industrial grease. Watch. Step on it and see what happens. Ew, it's all mushy, yuck. Industrial sludge, man. They must have used that to lubricate the ball bearings in here. I mean, can you imagine all these grinding parts? All right, look. There's no walkway here, there's just this I-beam, so we gotta be careful, okay? One step at a time, guys. Don't wanna fall to my death. Not on a day like today when I have so much more abandoned mill to explore. Some kind of container here. Man, again, I say this every time I visit an old mine or place like this. I don't know anything about mining or machining or milling, so I'm just guessing what all this stuff is. But I have a feeling that you guys will comment and let me know what this stuff is, if you know. I appreciate that. I love it when people comment or email me and let me know what certain things were that I was wondering about. It's super helpful. I feel like we're a team. Go team! Okay, so this is kind of complicated. There's that grinder thing, and then something was feeding into it from here. God, you can hear how windy it is outside. Thank goodness we're indoors. So anyways, yeah, something was feeding into this. You can see there's a conveyor belt that comes up, and it would dump the ore or whatnot into, I guess it would go down that, and then it would end up in this giant grinder crusher thing. And then from there, well, from there, I'm not sure where it went, but we'll go over to that side later. Right now, let's go back to the source. Where was all this ore coming from? I don't know if you remember from outside, but you could see it was coming up a mountain. Look. Holy crike, this conveyor belt, well, the belt's missing, but you can see the supports for it. It went all the way down this spooky tube. Whoa. Look at this spooky tube. Holy cannoli. You can barely even see the end of it. Oh, look. Then over here, it's going to be really bright light. See out here, it's a door to the outside, and there's a staircase that goes all the way up to the top. Well, ladder slash staircase. Let's climb it. Before we finish going down that spooky tunnel, I do intend to go down that spooky tunnel, but I'm curious to see what we'll be going towards. So I'm going to climb all the way up here. Wow, look at the top of this hill. Dang, this is some mining equipment. Oh, I see. I think I figured out. So up here, that must have been like the mine shaft. They would collect whatever junk or ore, not junk, excuse me, ore that they wanted to go through. Put it on this. This is conveyor belts on wheels, so it can move it. Pour it down that hopper, and now it goes on that conveyor belt, which goes through that tunnel back into the mill. Which, by the way, look how much bigger that mill is. We got a lot to explore, but I didn't want to skip up here, so let's just check up here first. Wow, so here's where, I don't even know what this is. This is the very farthest back stuff, so I was going to just start here and go forward. Oh, look at that staircase to nowhere, or it goes up to heaven anyways. So I could keep going up that way towards the sky, or I can come in here. Not really much in here. Looks like the underside of a, well, it's on springs. Look at that. I wonder what that did. Well, whatever it was, something was being funneled down through there into this before it went on the conveyor belt, which, let's go back over here. Look at this. Oh, look, we can even climb up and look at the front side of it. Oh, there's still some ore in it. So stuff came down that hopper, and then I guess it was sort of like shaken over that grid to get rid of the small stuff. I don't know. And then the big rocks, or whatever it was, would funnel down all the way down and come out on this conveyor belt, which would then go up into that tower, which looks really interesting. I definitely want to check it out. But before I go over there, don't want to skip anything. Let's finish going up this staircase to heaven, guys. Stairway to heaven. If we get there, will the stores really be all closed? Huh, there are no stores. Surprise. Wow, look though. Dang, look at the size of this grate. So this, look, I can step on this little plate. Talk about a hopper. I don't know if you can see because the light's so crummy this time of day. This is a ginormous hopper. I think that's the name for this kind of a funnel-y thing, a hopper, I don't know. But apparently they would dump stuff in here. I'm assuming this grate would just keep out the big boulders. Then it would fall down into that second funnel where we just were. So up here on top of this plateau, I guess they had some kind of bulldozers or something. They were digging stuff out somewhere. You don't see anything anymore though. I guess the mine went dry or bankrupt for some reason. I mean, look how desolate it is out here though. Anyways, let's go back down the stairs and check out the rest of this mine. Holy cow, look at this conveyor belt. It's still in pretty good shape. And I don't know when this mill or mine ceased operations, but it can't have been that long ago. Well, I'm getting my workout today. This whole place is like one big playground. Dang, this is out of sight cool. I mean, everywhere we look here, there's amazing stuff. So that's where the conveyor belt dumps off, right? Yeah, it goes right over that and then it goes, okay, cool. So then they've, I don't know, they sure did hopper this stuff a lot, or I don't know what you would call that. Filter it out at the top, and then again there, and then again here, and then again, like 5 different points along the way. Refining it, I guess, to like just get the little pieces out at the end. Okay, now we're gonna go down this staircase, because there's a second floor that had that little glassed in room. I wanna check that out. Then we'll go inside to get out of this friggin' wind. I'm hoping it's not annoying for the audio. My wind sock doesn't fit properly. I ordered a new one though. Hey, look, wow. What is this stuff, man? Look at all those springs. Like, this thing must have been jumping up and down. Those shocks. Some kind of plate inside it. Look at that. It's hard to see that it was on a pedestal. Oh, maybe it was spring loaded, and so that thing went up and down, like churned stuff up. Huh. Interesting. Let's check out inside this little control room. Look at this. This is where those glass windows where I was saying I wanted to go in. Oh, it's just a control room though. All busted up now. Wow. Look in here. Look how cool that view is through that broken glass. Iconic landscape. Rusted machinery, broken glass, and the desert. Oh my god, I feel like this is totally the kind of room where like Homer Simpson would have worked at the power plant. I mean, look at this. 2 settings, on, off. Oh no, oh no. Ooh. Reset. Look at this, like, is it any more idiot proof than off and on? It's not like it's high, medium, low even. Yikes. No wonder this place went out of business. Look at this. Conveyor number 8, off and on. 2 settings only. You had 1 job. Conveyor number 9. Dang. Cool. Super interesting. It's interesting too how there's like little notes left by the workers. So you can see that says stacker belt. Huh. All right, now let's stop dilly-dallying around and go back. Oh, I was gonna go through that tunnel. But I mean, that tunnel just leads here anyways. It just seemed like it was kind of a spooky fun thing to do. Let's go do that. Okay, I'm gonna go back and go through that tunnel, but dang, there's just interesting stuff everywhere. Look. What's that? Marplex. Gardena Cal. What is that? A wheel? Or no? Huh. Weird, look at this guy. It's kind of a cool nut. Huh. It's like toys when you were a kid, building blocks. Fun! Yay, look at that. Dun dun dun! Look over here. Oh, that's the end of the conveyor belt. Look, it's all cracked and old. Holy crikeroni. Alright, we're gonna go back and try to go in that tunnel, guys. The time is now. Look how cool this part of the conveyor belt is. It's hinged, right? Or I don't know if you call that a hinge. It pivots. It's on this little pivot here, and it's got wheels on that end, so it can be moved, you know, hither and yon, wherever you want to dump the ore. Really interesting. This is an impressive piece of machinery. It's sad to see it just rusting away, going to waste out here. I mean, what's the deal? Wonder what happened out here. Why nobody took any of this, I mean, metal. It seems like it's got to be worth money just for the scrap metal. Huh. Okay, so we're going to go back down the way we came up and go in that tunnel, but hold everything. There's a ladder here. Don't you want to look inside this thing? I do. Let's go up this ladder. It's going to be real windy up here, so hang on to your hats. Oh, look. There's really nothing up here, just it's closed in. But there is a hole here, look. Woo! It's empty. Okay, climb back down and go in the tunnel. Okay, going back in that tunnel, man. Are you ready? It's gonna be spooky. I think I have my flashlight. I'm going as far as we can, deep into the belly of the beast. Let's check it out. Okay, you really can't see much. Got a little pinpoint of light at the other end. I'm curious where we're gonna come out. Let's find out. Okay, my light. This is like I was saying earlier, I always thought being a coal miner would be the worst job. This is pretty close here. Look at this. I mean, you can see as we're passing along. These are the old rollers for the conveyor belt. This was just one long conveyor belt, but some guy had to work in here. Oh, here's number 2. Good old hopper number 2. See, stuff would dump out of it here onto this. And go back into the mill. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to go all the way to the end of this, but oh, look here, the conveyor belt gets all loopy. It came off the tension. Oh, look, here's an electrical box. There's nothing really in it. I'll show you guys just for the sake of thoroughness, but there's nothing in there. Yeah, I guess the conveyor belt came off. Well, right here, here's the end of it. Somebody cut it. It's all slack back here. All right, well, keep going to the end. Hope there's no snakes in this tunnel. I mean, I'm wearing my hiking boots, but it's not like sure-proof defense against a snake. Oh, wow, somebody was back here a while ago drinking 7-Up. Here's the end of the conveyor belt. It looks like, sorry, the light's so bad. It looks like there's some kind of hopper that is dropping stuff in there and taking it on the conveyor belt. But look, the tunnel does still go on. That's where we saw that bright light. Oh, it's kind of too short to walk. Oh, and it's screened off anyways at the end. But basically it just goes back up to where we just were. So I don't feel like I need to go the entire way and crawl through that schmutz. Let's go back into the mill. Okay, come back out of this tunnel into the light of day. See what's over back here. Okay, so we went out that door. That was a long detour. Now we're gonna go back into the main building where we first started. This just looks so Chernobyl, or I guess more to the point, Homer Simpson power plant, because I mean, look at this thing, like jerry-rigged. Allstate Acceptance Corp. It's like Allstate Insurance, but they're not even insured. They're just accepting the fact that they're going out of business. Oh dang, you can hear all those bees. They're still all swarming around there. I gotta be careful. Okay, so there's the old grease pile. We did this whole side. Now we're gonna go back down the stairs, but not all the way down, because I don't want to get anywhere near those bees. I think there's an old control room in there, but they're kind of effectively blocking me from accessing it. Okay, so as we're walking along here, we're coming down from where that conveyor belt brought all the stuff. It went through this churning thing. Then it came down through another hopper, this green one. You know, it's weird. I don't know if you've noticed. There's a lot of ping pong balls everywhere on the floor here. I don't know what's going on with ping pong balls. But anyways, we'll just keep going along here, up on the catwalk, or the sort of second level of the catwalk. Oh, wow, look. We definitely got to go in there. First things first. Oh, man, I don't even know what this looked like. It had to be some kind of big water tank. Right? I mean, it has this big wheel that had cable attached to it up here. And then this thing here, screened in, looks like maybe some kind of a fan. I don't know if that was like the cupboard or something, but look. Let's see if we can look down in this thing. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see. There's some blades in it. Can you see that? It's like a turbine for grinding stuff up. Maybe I can find another one that has better light. A bunch of those towers around here. Holy cow. And then what were these? Holy moly. Just so surreal how it's deserted. Just picture a bunch of Russian women working in here. Making plutonium for the motherland. Go up here, there's little staircases everywhere. I figure I should go look inside all of them. This just looks down into, oh, I better get my flashlight out so you guys can see better. This one is just kind of like a plastic tank. And that other one was, there's like a little propeller in the middle, like it was sort of mixing stuff up. Be careful where I walk here. It's uneven footing. Oh, look at this. Crushed white powder. That's a mountain of Coke. Yikes. Talk about Scarface. Look at all these pipes on the pipes, and there's more ping pong balls. What is up with all these ping pong balls? They're everywhere. It's so weird. Oh, wow. Look, speaking of Homer Simpson, there's his old rubber gloves. There's his old ping pong ball. Okay, so we're gonna go back over there and check out that mill office. Right, but first we might as well just go out here. There's a door here, let's see. Holy cow. I mean, I love this place, but every door you go through is like 10 more hours of exploring to do. It never ends, it's amazing. Okay, first we'll go here. Oh wow, look, Denver. Some kind of machining company called Denver. Saw that stamped on one of the other things too. Okay, let's see. Golly, we're just basically, oh my god, look what I almost did, you guys. Yikes. Talk about unsure footing. I almost stepped right through that hole. I gotta be careful. I mean, here, obviously, I gotta be careful because there's no, let's do this. But I want to look inside this thing because it looks interesting. Wow, look. Oh man, what a bust. Not much in there. So weird. Let's go look in that big blue thing. I bet that's cool. Okay, back up these stairs this time. It's just like a warren of catwalks. Oh look, so at one time it was some kind of a hopper or retention basin. Now it's full of dirt and a few little, well, dead, dried up plants growing in it. Okay, well, we'll just keep on going up. Go to the very edge. And then we'll go back in and look in that mill office. Oh wow, so now we're on the very tippy top, right? Look down in there. Can you see that giant propeller? I guess not really a propeller, what do you call that? It's like a egg beater kind of a thing, mixes it up. Dang, you could whip up the world's biggest birthday cake. I wonder if there's the same kind of thing in these. There's 2 more tanks. Yep. This one you can even kind of see it through the floor. It's another one of them mixers. Yep, and same in this one. Cool, alright. So these 3 giant holding tanks here were just constantly churning up something. Oh, and look there, that one. Interesting. Boy, you could explore here for a week and never run out of stuff. Okay, so now we got one more step. Now we're at the official top of the whole complex. Below us is another one of those propellers. I'm not sure you can see. Up here, I don't know what's in here. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't open. Huh. Oh, it's just a handle anyways. I don't know what that was. Wedge Wire Corp. Wellington, Ohio. Water surge sieve. Oh, it's a water surge sieve. And look, here's a SM Cyclo from Teterboro, New Jersey. Made in Japan. Wonder if they still make those in Japan. Or if it's made in China now. Or maybe, who knows, maybe they'll bring that manufacturing back to the US. Who can say? All kinds of things are happening.